Hi everyone, on today's show I will be taking a look at dashboards, digital tools that have been used by thousands of successful organizations and businesses over the past 30 years. But what are they? Where did they come from? What impact have they had on human communication? And do they have a future? These are just a few of the questions that I will attempt to answer today. So get ready and let's take a dive into the digital pool. Now, before we can get a better understanding of what dashboards are, we must take a look into the past to see where they came from. If we look way back to the horse and buggy days of the mid-1800s, this is where we can find the first time the term dashboard was used. In 1847, this word was used to describe a wooden board that was mounted on the front of a buggy or sleigh to prevent mud from being thrown up or dashed up by a horse's hooves onto the driver and passengers. As time went by and the first automobiles were developed, dashboards were incorporated into the designs to not only prevent mud from being dashed up, but also to protect the driver and passengers from the heat and oil of the vehicle's engine, which was at that time located at the front of the vehicle. As automobiles evolved over time, so did the dashboard. For example, the dashboard became a convenient place to put simple instruments like speedometers and fuel gauges. Dashboards eventually became common for all types of vehicles, and to this day continue to evolve. The modern dashboard, or dash, of today includes many more instruments and software such as digital maps, climate controls, and entertainment systems. This is how the term dashboard came to be. So now you must be thinking, how did the digital dashboard come to be? Alright, let's find out. The idea for data or digital dashboards came from a study in the 1970s about decision support systems, and then was followed by the adoption of Executive Information Systems, EIS, which provided business executives and managers digital information to make key decisions for their companies. However, these systems became unreliable, and the computers couldn't handle all the data that was being used, leaving the data often incomplete. This led to these systems becoming dormant until the 1990s, when computers and networking systems were powerful enough to store and process all this data, which was necessary for digital dashboards. Microsoft actually coined the term digital dashboard in the late 90s, as their new reporting systems reminded them of a car's dashboard. So this is how the dashboard got its name. Other computer companies like Apple and IBM, who were using graphical user interfaces or GUIs, started to use the dashboard to describe their reporting systems as well. So what are they? Digital dashboards, or simply dashboards, which is the term most commonly used today, are described by Technopedia as electronic interfaces used to acquire and consolidate data across an organization. Dashboards are essentially data visualizations in the form of tables, charts, and graphs that are combined on one graphical interface, allowing users to interpret information easier and quicker compared to looking at raw data. They basically take raw data and turn it into a human-readable data set. They are often referred to as business intelligence or BI tools that are used to provide quick glances of key performance indicators or KPIs to give managers or operators a view of their organization's performance to help make better on-the-job decisions. More recently, they have been used by schools to track student attendance, academic performance, and learning behaviors, just like this dashboard here. Dashboards have been around for a while now and have enabled humans to look at data in visual ways that allow them to make informed decisions based on that data. The original dashboards of the 90s provided simple charts and graphs where users could look at basic information, but they lacked substance and they didn't provide enough value to users to make them very popular. But as technology evolved in the 2000s and into the 2010s, seeing huge advancements in computer processing, internet broadband access, data storage and warehousing platforms, as well as algorithms and machine learning capabilities, this allowed dashboards to thrive. They became more interactive, user-friendly, accurate, timely, and extremely powerful analytical tools. This boosted their popularity and is a major reason why they are still around today. One of the major benefits of dashboards is that they can be linked to multiple data sets and can dynamically update in real time. This allows users to make timely decisions. They also are customizable and interactive, allowing users to drill down into layers and layers of data, if desired. In the past century, Western society has moved from a more written word or textual culture to a more image-based or visual culture. In Ernst Gombrich's 1982 book, Image of the Eye, he said, "Ours is a visual age. We are bombarded with pictures from morning till night. No wonder it has been asserted that we are entering a historical epoch in which the image will take over from the written word." Dashboards have followed this trend towards a visual culture, and with technology today, dashboard designers are able to display data in beautiful yet effective graphical ways that grab users' attention. With humans' appeal to the visual and being able to view data in ways that are easier to interpret, dashboards have become very popular. In many ways, dashboards have effectively changed how business staff communicate and how company information is shared. Instead of posting performance reports on bulletin boards in a break room, leaving written reports on desk inbox trays, or sending individual reports by email, dashboards of today allow important real-time information to be viewed on anyone's device, anywhere, and at any time. As large numbers of millennials have entered the workforce in the past decade or two, they have pushed out these old methods of communication that baby boomers were used to. With their desire to want what they need to know whenever they want it, millennials have gravitated towards digital technology like dashboards that provide them with instant information. Although dashboards are still very popular today, some businesses and organizations are starting to move on to newer technologies. They have found the challenges of dashboards to be too much of a hindrance, and with newer technologies on the rise, they have found them less effective and efficient. One of the downsides of dashboards is that they can take a lot of time to develop, which takes away time from other responsibilities of workers. They may be able to point out problems in organizations, but they don't really tell the user how to fix the problems. If they are not developed correctly, they can cause misunderstandings or misrepresent the data itself, which can lead to frustration and user mistrust. And now there are newer, more advanced forms of data analytical tools that are automated and provide users with quicker and more accurate information. So does this mean the future of dashboards is in limbo? According to Ashley Kramer of Forbes.com, dashboards are not going away anytime soon, but they will not be the only data analytical tool that businesses will be using. Dashboards still have a place and still can provide organizations with valuable insights into their operations. So I hope this video gave all of you a decent explanation of where dashboards came from, what they are, and what their future might be. With new advancements in data collection, machine learning, and automation, it will be interesting to see if dashboards can get more traction in education, because I think that they have the potential to really help teachers keep track of their students' learning. Imagine a beautiful dashboard that provides teachers with timely and accurate information about their students' progress. It would track students' learning and indicate if they are trending in the right direction. It would show exactly when their students are falling behind and where they are falling behind. From there, teachers could intervene immediately and put them back on a path to success. This has been another episode of The Digital Pool. I'm your host, Grant McLeod. Thanks for watching.